Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here today, and we've got a huge throwback for you guys to this really old hiding spot on the pit. And, well, when I say like throwback, it really is a really old throwback for a few reasons, which I'll get to in a second. But let me just show you what it is first. So, it's right here under the staircase. Those of you who have been playing Halo 3 since the beginning should hopefully remember this. But basically, you just want to basically crouch into that corner and then just keep teabagging while moving forward, and you'll slip right in under the staircase. Now you can't get back out, but once you're in here, it's obviously a really great hiding spot. And in my previous video, a few people were requesting I do some hiding spots for Infection. Well, this is a great hiding spot for Infection and other custom games, in fact. And it's not that hard to get into it. But once you're inside of it, you have a huge advantage because it does take people some time to make their way in, and that gives you time to counterattack. But as you can see, it's pretty simple. Just teabag your way in, essentially. But anyways, so this hiding spot, like I said, it's pretty old, but things are a little bit different with it now. So first of all, you can only do it on that one side. The other side, you can't do it. It's got like a little barrier there. I'm not sure what kind of barrier. I feels like it might be an elastic barrier. I'm not sure, but you can only do it on the other side. And furthermore, you can only do this on the 360 version of Halo 3. And on that version, you can also only do it with the original version of the map, which I'll get to in a second. But basically, to get into the staircase, only that other staircase works. There's no other way into the staircase. Even if you move a teleporter inside and you try to fly through and forge, you just get teleported right on top of it. So, no other way in other than that little teabag method on the other side. Now, as I was saying earlier, with this only working on that version of the pit, in Halo 3, I don't remember exactly when. I think it's like maybe a year later after it came out, or less than a year later. Bungie released like an updated version of the map called Pit Stop. Pit Stop is basically a slightly modified version of the pit, and it came out around the same time, at the same time as other maps like Boundless and Sand Tarp. These maps have slight differences. For like balance reasons and other bug fixes. Like Boundless is snowbound but without certain shield doors. Sand Tarp is Sand Trap but without the elephants. And the Pit Stop is the pit but with a few different like changes and like spawn points, I believe. And the staircase has been patched, essentially. They added a barrier there so you can't just teabag your way in anymore. So what that means is, in Halo 3 matchmaking, I don't think they use the pit anymore. Or if they do, they use the updated version of the pit, if it's not necessarily Pit Stop. But either way, in matchmaking, you can no longer use this hiding spot. But in Forge and Custom games, it's still the original version of the map. So fortunately, you can still do this in those game types. And of course, like I said, it was a lot of people were requesting I show this for like Infection, because this is still a really great hiding spot in Infection. And since Infection is in custom games, unless you did it in a matchmaking playlist, but as long as Infection is in custom games, you can still use this hiding spot. And it's, obviously great to hide from zombies, because once you're inside, say you have a shotgun or something, the zombies, they can't get in fast enough to get you before you shoot them with your shotgun. So basically, you're like almost impervious, in there. Now, what about the Master Chief Collection? I did mention earlier you can only do this on the 360 version of Halo 3, and of course only the Forge and Custom Games version of the map, the pit. So what about Halo 3? Well, as some of you might know, Halo 3 uses it uses like a weird version of Halo 3. It's basically like a pre-patched version of Halo 3, because a lot of like old Halo 3 glitches still work. Some glitches, like when you melee someone in multiplayer, their body goes flying. that was a very, very early glitch to Halo 3. That only happened before the patch. Once they patched it, bodies don't go flying anymore. But on the Master Chief Collection, bodies do go flying a lot when you punch other people. So that suggests that Halo 3 on the Master Chief Collection is a pre-patched old version. But here on the pit, as you can see, you can't get into the staircase anymore. And we tried this for a while too, to be absolutely sure. But there was no way we could get in. And we did several people with connection hosts, non-connection hosts, faster teabagging, slower teabagging. We couldn't get in. We even tried to use the teleporter method to get in, but that didn't work either. Basically, it's the same result as on the other side when we showed you earlier. You just teleport up on top of the staircase. So it is kind of odd that the staircase, that this map pits the pit is using the patched version of the pit, even though overall Halo 3 is kind of like the pre-patched version. But that's why I said it's like a weird version of Halo 3, because it's not exactly the original pre-patch version. Some people even say it's like a beta version of Halo 3, but at the same time, it's not either. It's like a mix, because obviously it needed the patches to be able to play the new map packs, like the mythic map packs, the legendary map packs. But at the same time, it runs without the patches. So it's really weird. It's like new and old Halo 3 mixed together into like some kind of weird, Frankenstein version. But unfortunately, one of the new things that carried over to MCC was this version of the pit, which uses the version where the barrier has been added to the staircase, and therefore, even in Fortune custom games on MCC, you cannot go into the staircase anymore. And just for fun, we tested out the other staircase to see if maybe it somehow switched, which would have been bizarre if the barrier switched. But unfortunately, it didn't switch. So basically, that hiding spot only works on classic Halo 3 in Fortune custom games. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy that. I found it to be interesting and hopefully useful, because now that Halo 3 is backwards compatible, a lot of people are playing those old custom games again, and it's been quite a blast. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. Leave your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything else you want me to check out or anything you want me to tackle, just let me know. And other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.